What's up out there, YouTube? This is your boy Reemo Reels. Welcome to another episode of Reemo Reels TV. If you're dropping by the channel for the first time, please like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Support the channel. So the reason why I'm doing this video, I have a lot on my mind as far as like the election goes. Everything that's been going on with the storms and in Florida. You know, my prayers go out to the families in Florida. Hopefully, anybody looking at this video, if you had any families in Florida, my condolences to you and your family. That storm has been horrific so far. I've seen some videos on it, and it's not a good sight. And it's crazy because I was thinking about moving to Florida, to Tampa Bay, and getting me a house over there. And, I went there for vacation, and I really liked Florida. And I was thinking about moving over there. But now, not so much. Like a storm like that would deter your optimism for wanting to move somewhere very, very quick like that. But let's talk about the election. I'll get my camera straight. I don't want this thing to fall while I'm talking to y'all. I'm not going to tell you guys who I'm voting for. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if I am voting. But I can tell you this, that as American people, we got to start waking up. We got to stop relying on politics. We have to start being self-sufficient and stop letting these politicians play games on our minds and play games with our lives. We have to learn how to be self-sufficient, supply ourselves with whatever we need. The reason why this is happening to us is because Americans don't budget. We like to spend money a lot. We're not really, especially in the urban communities, we're not really intelligent on economics and how the economy is constantly changing. And if the pandemic time didn't tell you that our economy is constantly changing, the economics is constantly changing in this country, then I don't know what else needs to happen to show you that. I've made several adjustments to my life since the pandemic. I created 4 or 5 businesses, 1 corporation, 4 LLCs, and 3 more that they're not developed yet, but they're in the process. I've invested in stocks. I've invested in crypto. I've saved a lot of money in my bank accounts, even though we're not supposed to really rely on banks. I still save money for a rainy day. And I've made a lot of changes in my life financially. But not only that, I changed my mindset on politics and voting and, regardless of who you vote for, it's not going to make a difference. So either or, you have to pick the necessary of the 2 evils between Republican and Democrat. Between both parties, there's things I don't like. Democrats, basically, I feel like they make our people rely on them too much. They force and enforce policies that I feel make our people lazy and dependent, like free healthcare and food stamps. If my people were more ambitious and we really got out there and started our own business and made more money, then maybe we wouldn't need free healthcare. Maybe we wouldn't need these subsidies that the government bribe us with. And they only give us these subsidies because they want our vote. And that's the bottom line of it. But yeah, our people have to learn how to be non-reliant on politics. And it's hard to say that and hard to do that. I get it, because for most of you, you've lived your whole life, voting and, oh, let me vote for this candidate and, let me vote for whoever, is going to enforce the policies that's going to make my life easier, regardless of who's in that office. Number one, they don't make the final decision. The Supreme Court makes that final decision. So, and I think it's somebody behind the Supreme Court. Well, I know that makes that final decision. So, the president doesn't make the final decision, but even if they did, there's people that have been living their lives for years and have become business owners. Not all of these business owners, America, were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. They all came from nothing and built something out of nothing. Like me, I grew up poor. I had a father that was rich, and he didn't give me anything. I had to build my own business. I had to save my own money. I had to go to school and pay for school out of my pocket. And here I am. I'm a business owner. I have workers working for me, multiple security guards working for me. I have products that's selling online that I know I could be sleeping and I just made money. I could be having dinner and I just made money. Little small investments, little small profit margin. But it makes a difference as you go along and along and along and you keep building it. And to me, making things like that happen, it makes a difference in your lifestyle slowly but surely. And me, myself, I'm still working. But let's put it like this. If I had to quit my job right now, my business could support my rent. My business would keep me off the street. And that's something that I couldn't say during the pandemic. Had I quit my job during the pandemic, I would have been asked out with no way to pay my rent. Now, if I don't count the money that I pay my security guards, the money that I make can pay my rent for 2 months. I can pay my rent twice for 1 month, with the money that I make, the profits that I make from my company right now. And that's just right now. It could go up and up and up and more. We had our second contract 2 weeks ago with a place of worship, and we're expanding our service out more. And that's not only the thing I'm doing. I'm selling juices, CMOS juices. I'm developing more and more customers. I'm selling more and more flavors. And now I got a banner made up. Now I have a location where I can sell my juices in a commissary. So, it's just all in business, but whatever business that you choose to start, it'll self-explanatory tell you what you need to do to start it and make it profitable. But that's neither here or there. The bottom line is that Americans have to learn that presidents are not going to change your lifestyle. The way that you think is going to change your lifestyle. All of this money that they gave out during the pandemic, if you ask millions of Americans where this money is and can they come up with at least $3,000 of that money, I guarantee you none of these Americans will be able to come up with that money. That money is long time spent. And that's bad. That's bad that they gave you money and you just spent it like that and it's just gone. You can't make no improvements to your life. It's just gone. You had a bunch of things that you probably don't even have anymore. So we have to kind of curb our thinking and stop thinking about material things. Stop thinking about the now and start thinking about when you get older, are you still going to want to be working? When you're older and you're not in good shape and your bones are beat up and you feel old, are you still going to want to be working when you have to work and you have no choice? Are you saving in a Roth IRA? Are you putting some money to the side? Are you even saving money for a rainy day just in a private account? Are you investing in gold, silver, properties, real estate? These are the things that's going to, when we really hit that wall, you're going to have some cushion. And I advise you guys to start doing that now. But as far as the politics go that I started this video off, Kamala Harris, she's a woman, and I have no problem with her being a woman, but it's like a lot of the policies that she wants to enforce about, not locking criminals up. She wants to tax the rich and tax business owners, which I kind of agree with because the policies that they put in place during the pandemic, Basically, only people that had made a certain amount could have gotten that money for businesses. So you're basically telling me you're trying to help out businesses, but you're only trying to help out big businesses, not small businesses. But Kamala Harris, yeah, she wants to tax the rich. She wants to tax big businesses. And I think that's fair, because why should I, as a small business, pay all this taxes? On eBay, if I sell something and I make over $600, they want me to start reporting taxes. Well, before then, it was $20,000 and then you report. Now it's $600 and you have to report. So they're slowly trying to kill small businesses, but they want these big fish to be comfortable and not pay taxes. So I agree with that part. Funding sex changes and all of that stuff, I don't have a problem with people getting sex changes, but I don't think we should have to pay for it. I think anybody want to get a sex change, they should have to pay for that themselves. I don't think that's more important. I mean, come on, we just had a natural disaster happen in Florida, and we're worried about funding people with sex changes. And we're having things happen in our country where, it's just inexcusable, We're giving other countries money instead of keeping the money in America. It's a lot of more bigger concerns than sex changes and funding that. So no, I don't want to do that. I just feel like it's better places we can put our money. We have starving people on the street, and we want to fund sex changes. I don't think that's very important. On Donald Trump's side, we all know he don't like black people. That's not been confirmed. This is through reports. Because truthfully speaking, I have nothing confirmed that he's racist. I don't think he's racist. I mean, he could be, and even if he was, that's not none of my business. We're all, as a people, allowed to have entitled to our feelings. You know what I mean? The same way a lot of you out there hate Trump. What if somebody told you have to like Trump? Would you like that? So I always like to put it that way, because people only look at it from their side. They don't look at it from Trump's side, or people that look at Trump's side. You want to hate him, but you telling him he can't hate you. How does that work? That's a dictatorship. So you're basically doing what Democrats want to do, which is put everybody in a box and force them to behave, tell them what to do, and socialize them. So no, Trump should be able to do what he wants to do. Trump should be able to do what he wants to do and have the right to express his opinion how he wants to express it, as well as everybody at home should as well. Free freedom for all Americans. I'm not saying for just Trump. For all Americans, we should be allowed to make our own decisions. But this election, man, it's going to be the most pivotal election in quite some time, probably since I was alive on this planet. It's going to do a lot of different things to our economy and to our world. And at a time where we're going through significant changes with COVID and, natural disasters and, financial crisis that we still haven't recovered from, in my opinion, since the pandemic. It's going to be hard, man. It's going to be rough. But let me know what you thought of my video. That's my thoughts. You can follow me on Instagram at, what is my Instagram? I don't even remember it, man. It should be in the show notes, but that should show you how much I'm on Instagram. I apologize, folks, but I'm not even on my Instagram as much. But you guys can follow me there. Get out and vote, but don't let your vote be hindered by racism and foolishness. Really think this thing through. Really think your vote through. I believe my Instagram is dubman_biz. See if that's the Instagram. I believe that's it. But you guys got to forgive me. Like I said, I haven't been on it in a while. Tried the best to remember it while I was talking. But like I said, go out there and vote if you feel like voting. Think this through. But for the most part, my message was get financially strong. Don't just depend on politics to get you where you need to be, people, because politics is not going to help you. It isn't. They could do anything and put any law in place, but it's all going to ultimately come down to you and the decision that you make with your money, the decision that you make with your life. It's all going to depend on you. They could put the wheels in motion, but you still got to drive the car. I'm K-Dub. This is Reemo Reels. Thank you for joining me. See you on the next video.